Hello students, I am Dr. Mrs. Wankede, Associate Professor from Department of Physics, KDK College of Engineering. Today I am going to deliver second lecture on CRO. In the first lecture, we have already discussed the function of 5 blocks in CRO. Okay. Now in this lecture, we are going to discuss uh, the function of remaining two blocks, that is time based generator and trigger circuit. So now we will see what is time based circuit. Now this time based circuit, it mainly consists of time based generator. It is a variable frequency generator. It produces time based voltage. It is also known as the ramp voltage, sawtooth voltage or sweep voltage. And this voltage is always applied to X plates internally. Due to its resemblance of teeth of the saw, it is known as sawtooth voltage. Its shape is as shown in the figure, and there are two two parts in this sweep voltage or sawtooth voltage. That is part 1, that is from 1 to 5, which shows linear variation of the voltage with time, that is known as sweep time. And part 5 second part that is from varies from 5 to 7, and that means V maximum positive voltage to minimum negative voltage. That part is known as flyback time or retrace time. And the voltage from Vx minimum, that means minimum negative voltage, to maximum positive voltage, that is known as sweeping time. So, when time based voltage that is applied to X plates, that is from Vx minimum and a minimum negative voltage to maximum positive voltage of CRT, the luminous spot travels the screen with uniform velocity, and as the voltage drops from maximum positive voltage to minimum negative voltage, then the luminous spot goes back across the screen to the starting point on the left edge, where it repeats the cycle. This luminous spot sweeps from left to right along the straight line in steps with the cycle of ramp voltage. Therefore, it is known as sweep voltage. Now, just now I have shown you in figure the how the shape of the this sweep voltage and what is tracing time and retrace time. Okay. So the time taken by the sweep voltage to rise from its minimum negative voltage, okay, to maximum positive voltage, that is from 1 to 5, okay, is known as sweep time or trace time, and it is denoted by Ts. The flyback time or retrace time is the time taken by the sweep voltage to fall from maximum positive voltage, that is Vx maximum, to minimum negative voltage, is known as flyback time or retrace time, and it is denoted by Tr. And the sum of sweep time and retrace time is known as sweep period. If retrace path of the electron beam is seen on the screen during flyback time, then it gives bad visual effect, that is from 5 to 7 part. If it is means uh, if the electron beam is going back from right to left, okay, that is 5 to 7, then it will give bad visual effect. So during flyback time, this retrace path of electron beam should not be visible to our eyes. For that, blanking is done. So what is blanking? Blanking is the method of making retrace path of electron beam invisible during flyback time. Flyback time, that is the time from Vx maximum to Vx minimum. So it is made invisible by applying high negative pulse to the control grid during that time. During flyback time, if we provide high negative voltage to the control grid, then control grid will not allow the electron beam to flow towards the screen, so it will not be visible on the screen. So if it is made visible, then it will give bad visual effect to this. Okay. So blanking is to be done. It is necessary to make invisible the electron beam during flyback time. Now why this time base voltage should be provided to the X plates? Why it is necessary, that we are going to see. Now CRO is always used to display the true shape of the signal. If we give only signal voltage which is to be tested to Y plate, then it makes the electron beam to move up and down along the vertical line. We will get only vertical line on the screen. To reproduce the faithful or true shape of the signal voltage on the screen, it is essential to spread the deflected electron beam horizontally through equal distance in equal intervals of time. And after completing one cycle, the beam should return to the starting point to repeat the next cycle of the signal voltage. So both these conditions are fulfilled by the time base voltage. Hence, time base voltage is given to the X plates internally, and it is necessary to get the true shape of the signal voltage. Okay. So how are we giving, we are getting the display of true shape of the signal voltage on the screen, that is discussed in the diagram. You see, if we give only AC signal voltage to Y plate, we will get only the vertical line on the screen. Okay. At point 1, the voltage provided to the Y plate is 0. So it is point electron beam spot will be at the center. At point 2, voltage is maximum positive, so it will be on the upper side. At point 3, voltage is 0, it is again at the center. At point 4, voltage is negative, so it is downward. And at point 5, voltage is again 0, so it is at the center. And this is, I have already explained, that is part 5, from 1 to 5 is sweep time, yeah, or it is known as tracing time, and from 5 to 7 is known as retrace time. This is called flyback, it is also known as flyback time. Okay. So it is retrace path or retrace time. Okay. Now how are you getting the display of signal on the signal voltage on the screen? That is, true shape of the signal can be obtained if we give AC signal voltage to Y plate and time base voltage internally to X plate. So the beam deflection at any instant occurs along the direction of the resultant of two forces as time progresses. As you see in this diagram, at point 1, voltage given to the Y plate is 0, okay, and voltage given to the X plate. So resultant of both voltages will be at on the left side of the screen. Okay, because that means that we have to consider as we are drawing the graph. Okay, if x coordinate is maximum negative and y coordinate is 0, then the point will be on the left side. Similarly, at point 2, y coordinate now is maximum positive, that means voltage given to the y plate is maximum positive and to the x plate is less negative, so the point will be in the second quadrant. Then at point 3, voltage given to the Y plate is 0, okay, and to the X plate is also 0. So the resultant force, due to resultant force, the point will be at the center. At point 4, voltage given to Y plate is maximum negative and to the X plate is positive. So the point of electron beam spot will be in the fourth quadrant. Okay. And at point 5, the voltage given to the Y plate is 0 and to the X plate is maximum positive. So electron beam will be shifted on the X axis at the extreme right. Okay. So if you join all these points, you will get the true shape of the signal voltage, which is shown in this figure. Now we will discuss the function of trigger circuit. But before discussing function of trigger circuit, we should know what is synchronization. Synchronization is the method of locking the frequency of time-based generator to the frequency of input signal so that stationary display of wave pattern will be seen on the CRO screen. Okay. So to get the stable and steady display of signal voltage on the screen, frequency of both time-based generator, okay, and input signal should be matched. So, and following condition is required to achieve synchronization. Okay. So frequency of signal voltage should be integral multiple of frequency of sweep voltage, and this synchronization can be achieved by triggering method. Now we will discuss what is triggering method and what is the function of trigger circuit. Now what is trigger circuit? Actually, trigger circuit, it produces trigger pulse which triggers the time-based circuit to produce time-based voltage. It operates in conjunction with time-based circuit. So to achieve synchronization between sweep and input signal voltage. So means both voltages should be synchronized, that is sweep or time-based voltage and input signal voltage should be synchronized. Okay. So that synchronization of sweep and time input signal voltage can be achieved by triggering method. The role of trigger circuit is to ensure that the horizontal sweep should begin at the specific time in the period of vertical input signal. Okay. So for that we are going to consider this figure. Okay. In this figure it is shown that how the triggering method is applied. Okay. So input signal voltage which is to be tested is always fed to Y plate. So part of the input signal, it is pre-amplified, is fed to trigger circuit. Okay. And when it reaches up to certain level, the trigger circuit will produce the trigger pulse. This trigger pulse will be fed in two circuits, unblanking circuit and time-based circuit. This trigger pulse will act as a command signal to the time-based circuit, okay, to start the time-based voltage. As soon as time-based circuit gets the trigger pulse, it starts generation of time-based voltage. Okay. During the this unblanking circuit and time-based circuit are interconnected. Okay. So during the tracing time, this unblanking circuit provides unblanking voltage to the grid so that it will allow the electron beam to flow toward the screen. Okay. And during flyback time, that is 5 to 7 part, this unblanking circuit provides blanking voltage to the grid so that it makes the grade highest negative, and that's why it will not allow the electron beam to flow toward the screen. Okay? So it will blank the electron beam during flyback. That is explained here. So what I have explained in the diagram. So triggers in triggering method, input signal is fed to Y plate. It is amplified and fed in two directions: trigger circuit and delay line, which is shown in the figure. Now, trigger circuit, after getting part of input signal up to certain level, trigger circuit produces trigger pulse, which is fed in two circuits: time based generator, for which trigger pulse acts as command signal to start the generation of time based voltage, and it is also provided to unblanking circuit. So time based generator and unblanking circuit are interconnected in such a way that it produces unblanking voltage to bring the grid in CRT to potential, which allows the electron beam to flow through the electron gun during sweeping time, that is Vx minimum negative voltage to maximum positive voltage. So it appears on the screen, and it produces blanking voltage, which makes the electron beam invisible, okay, uh, on the screen during flyback time, that is during from maximum positive voltage to minimum negative voltage. So what is the function of delay line that is shown in the figure? So during the generation of this trigger pulse, time base voltage and unblanking voltage, this input signal voltage, which is fed to delay line, that delays the signal before it is further amplified and fed to Y plate. So delay line gives enough time for developing trigger and the starting of time base voltage. Okay. So here we have discussed all the function of all parts of CRO, and in next lecture I will discuss the applications of. Thank you.